Oba of Benin announces dates for outdoor ceremony of Ododo's rites. Hello, my wonderful people. The great Oba of Benin, the Oba is making an announcement that people are particularly taking rather seriously and, being very particular about and looking at what he has said, not taking it with levity, but sons and daughters of Edo Soy are rather treating this as a very important announcement. The Oba of Benin, in those days before we had what we call the system of government that we have, traditional rulers were the ones who were in charge of their domain, and just like we have nations go to war to conquer other nations, they are, they go to war to conquer other region, and they join and all that and all that and all that. In those days, the Oba of Benin, a very important monarch, well celebrated, well known, maintained his domain, and is still maintaining his domain. He has made an announcement now that is really of serious, serious note. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Oba of Benin announces day for outdoor ceremony of Oduduwa's rites. Oba of Benin has announced the date for the outdoor celebration of Ige Odudu celebration. This is contained in a statement signed by Mr. Frank Irabo, Secretary of the Benin Traditional Council (BTC), and made available to news agencies of Nigeria (NAN) in Benin on Friday. Irabo said the ceremony will begin on Tuesday and last for 7 days at the Oba Palace ground in Benin. NAN reports that Odo's rite is a ceremony used to commemorate the return of the Ramiye, the son of Ododowa, to his biological land of Benin. The spiritual ceremony is also used to thank God and ancestors as well as the spirit of the land of Oba's successful ascension to the throne of his forebearers. So this is what this ceremony is about, and the Oba of Benin has gone on now to, make the announcement which the palace has announced, and every sons and daughters, have to comply. The ceremony will be for 7 days. There are no do's and don'ts. What I mean by that, some celebrations they will tell people not to come out at a particular time and all that. In these very particular cases, there are no things like that. There are no do's and don'ts. You must not do this, you must not do that. In this very particular case, it's just said the ceremony will go on as planned, and it's starting on Tuesday. So that's a few days time. In about 3 days time, the ceremony will be starting. For those who are interested in participating, announcement out so that you can prepare adequately and be involved however you want to be involved. The Oba of Benin is making this announcement so that all sons and daughters in Edo State or those who are interested in being part and parcel of it can be there. The Oba of Benin is one of the monarchs that is well respected and by his people, and somebody who is a traditional ruler of his people. Now in Edo State, if any government or important visitors come around, it is expedient, it is important you go to the Oba of Benin, you pay homage, you let him know that you are in his land, you are in his town. This is what you have come to do. This is what you are doing, and these are part of respecting the traditional ruler, and registering your presence, which will be honored, and he will tell you about the land. In those days when visitors come into such towns, even nowadays, look at the time of the election. When you come in, you're supposed to go to the Oba and let him know that you are around, you are here at this time, and this is what you are doing, this is what you intend to do, this is how long you're staying for, and for what purpose. Take, for instance, in Edo State, when they have a new commissioner, they always go to the palace of the Oba of Benin to let him know that they are around. He'll pray with them. A new governor, look at the time of Obaseki and Pastor Sage Ize Iyamo. It was in the palace there, the Oba, invited both parties and told them, you are not gladiators. People have been calling you gladiators, and Benin has been on the news for all the wrong reason. This is not the time. You are brothers. If we are to trace your ancestry back, you are brothers. Let's not, because of political position, break our back, and at the end of the day, we regret it. Remember that whoever will be there will not be there longer than the time he's supposed to be there. So let us do all the needful to ensure that we protect ourselves. And honestly speaking, after that conversation, that discussion with all the relevant stakeholders, the troubled water became calm. On a more serious note, the troubled water became calm. The Oba told them the Oba is not is politically neutral, so he's neither in APC, PDP, or any other party. But what he said he does is to pray for his subject, pray for them, and that the person who is supposed to be the one should be the one to ascend the throne. So this is what the Oba does. The Great Benin Kingdom has very rich heritage, and they don't joke with it. They have a very rich heritage which they guard and jealously, really seriously. So this is the announcement coming from the Oba, from the palace, and at the ceremony where a previous Oba's son, who has probably been somewhere, I don't want to say exactly, I don't know where he was, came back home, and that's the ceremony, and also to celebrate the fact that he has ascended the throne, and of the throne of his fathers, after celebrating the fact that he is alive and is doing well. So this is the celebration, and what the celebration is about. The Oba is somebody that even when president comes, when we have president and they go to Benin, you have to go and see the Oba. It's somebody who looks after his subjects, and somebody who speaks for his people. So these are some of the important things about the Oba of Benin, and is asking every of the subjects, making out the information so that they are aware that there is an important event coming on back home, that they should adequately plan and prepare to attend. You see, so leave us a comment. Let's hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button. God bless you. Bye for now.